Yeah, all those options sound pretty good. Beefy, good CC melee support, so Olleh can make plays with and also protect Doublelift and his Jhin. Again, Cloud9 have kind of pick of their junglers here after not receiving any bans, so Zach looks to be the selection here for Svenskeren.
Yeah, Zach a little bit higher tier than Sejuani, ever so slightly now, mostly because of the fact that the Cinder Hulk plus Warmogs changes means that Sejuani, if she buys Warmogs, which was her first item after Cinder Hulk usually, it actually takes her level 13 to hit the breakpoint for the HP. So it was just this tiny thing. It literally like moves her down like 0.5 on a tier list or something, but Zach was already pretty much equal to her.
Kind of like the mid lane, well, top lane gank potential as well as range support for Olleh.
This is an Olleh special though.
Yes,
I remember watching him way back when he was overseas in the LMS on Hong Kong esports, and he was playing this, and he was one of the first people to really kind of pioneer the build for Morgana, where you put no points in W, and it's all Q and E, and you just do that in the laning phase. You're just trying to get the maximum binding and get the maximum shield. You don't care about shoving the wave at all. It's just kind of like a mana dump or something. And he really, I want to see how he operates alongside Doublelift here, because Papa Chow played this earlier today, and his black shields were more preemptive or predictive as opposed to reactive. And so it did cost Altec a bit in those later fights for Echo Fox, and now I want to see if Olleh's on top of that Morgana. Legacy pick for this guy.
Well, we'll see. They did ban it, I think, as well as Smooth.
Hey!
Considering some options perhaps for Licorice.
Oh, he'll do it, but...
Shen instead.
Yeah. They don't have the composition to really play around it very strongly, unfortunately, because it's an equal mid. You're not smashing mid, so you don't have roam potential to the top lane. And then Skarner does out-jungle Zac in terms of pressure, so if you're looking to get to the top side before a Skarner, fat chance.
Yeah, we'll see what Licorice can do, kind of adding a global as well to the Cloud9 comp. Impact is traditionally very good in this kind of matchups, but I think Cloud9 are keeping it very safe.
Yeah, also, I think if you kind of over-index on that, it becomes an issue where if you have a winning top lane, you have a counter pick mid, and then you have this really strong bottom lane, the jungler can pretty much play to everywhere, but nobody's playing like the supportive role. And I think just boosting your strategy instead of spreading it thinner where you have more winning lanes, but you have a lane that can actually help another lane win harder, I think is a little bit better here, and that's the strategy they went for. So instead of countering the Cho'Gath with the Darius, they go for the Shen to help that bottom lane, which is already a lane that should smash.
Yep, a little less selfish power perhaps for Licorice. We'll see how he handles it. These two teams have been neck and neck. You can see reflected in the scoreline. We'll see this a lot.
Yeah, 11 and 7. So many teams at this 4. And I have levels, so he's always a little bit stronger in the game. And hold on, though.
Great miasma there from Jensen to set this up. Damage still coming down, the slap together. He's going to force a flash, but that's enough. The auto gets it with the poison. Jensen ults to try and dive in. Smithy getting low. Jensen just wants more. He's sick of the state his team has been in, and almost goes for a second dive.
That is a huge...
Zed pressure back here now for Doublelift and Olleh, but turned around enough as Smithy actually coming through bot lane. TL might spring the trap here. Finding Mist going in, but it's a little mistime. Looking for something here. Licorice also riding in Cloud9. Need to make this work. There's the Storm back, looking for the feathers. Impact already down here though. Smoothie now a little too far forward. Doesn't have a really dash to get back there to Sneaky. Needs to wait on the cooldown, but it's not going to be enough. Smithy grabs that kill. Doublelift now going to open up onto Licorice. Looking for Sneaky as they dodge out of the cone, but Jensen, he's fine.
Last 2 games they played, even the one that they played against C9 yesterday, it's been through the bottom lane that they've been finding success. I like that from Olleh, facing one way, throwing it the other, and then that's when the Shen ultimate comes in, but you can see you already have Impact coming in, and Olleh with a fantastic ultimate flash afterwards because he had that Zonia's or had the Hourglass. Well, stopwatch there to help him out. That really is what bought the time there.
So kind of curious to think which team does have an advantage in that coordination. I think they're both in with a shot. As
whoa, what?
He burned his ulti as well. It looks like he's going to dash back in. Should be okay. TP landing in from Impact, I believe. No, cancelled. Ooh, whoa. Licorice going to block him. Svenskeren wants to go back in for it. Jensen is going to be here. The left bounce only going to find Smithy. Damage is decent. Smoothie still dodging up, but Licorice does manage to nab a kill.
He gets it. That was a 5-on-3. There's still split pushes going on for both Impact and Pobelter in the side lanes. And so that was started off from Smoothie, who didn't even use his flash there. but he got dragged back by Xmithy, but it does cost Xmithy's life at the end of the day.
Might cost him a turret as well. Jensen is here to answer, but the 1-3-1, very frustrating for Cloud9, who are just trying to, crack open some turrets. It's a small lead that TL have in turrets, but they're actually using that bit of map geography exceptionally well.
And this was a play started off by Xmithy. He goes in, the black shield from Olleh. That is what ended up making that happen. I thought that you would get charmed before you could get in range for your R as the Skarner, but it was the black shield at that exact moment there. But then Svenskeren goes in for Olleh, throws his Q, not at Olleh, but at Doublelift, and then he hits Xmithy, and that costs Xmithy's life as he gets pulled back and doesn't have his flash up. It's about...
Svenskeren once again, another poke here in the top lane.
Yeah, it's just so weird for TL because they don't have their TP on Impact, so any fight you start, you just need to have him roam up. So you'll see Impact without the TP, roams, comes to the top side. Sneaky just back though, spent that gold and going towards that Infinity Edge. So he's still actually behind.
Licorice pretty close to his level 3 ultimate though. It looks like a...
Looking for Jensen.
On the top side, couple people up. Jensen, yeah, he's going to be the target. 1v3. Can't really outplay this. The ultimate there from Skarner flashes, but he still dies. Licorice stands united. Not enough to let him live. And now Licorice, he's forced to flash out of the way. Cloud9 just can't fight right now. That's going to be 2 kills for Team Liquid.
And the 1-3-1 that C9 is trying to answer, they just get collapsed on. Like we had said, the 1-3-1 for TL is just superior, and that fast...
Bold. But again, teams will hold on. Levels as far as those go in the top lane. 50 seconds till Smoothie's ult. TP's up for both though. Oh, sorry, for Licorice's ult. Gonna try and take this turret down finally. This is a big win for Cena if they can grab the turret. But now they actually may get a pick on a Smoothie. Could be even better. It's Smithy looking for a pick around the other side. Pobelter, I think he's gonna live through this. Gonna pull one back in. It's Jensen, but Pobelter finally goes down. Jensen and Licorice though caught out together. A taunt there on 2 impacts a little late, and Jensen is gonna fall. A trade is not what you want there.
Yeah, the flank from Impact, his teleport was up. He made it to the backside. And now Xmithy trying to look.
I mean, where can C9 really run to? The answer probably nowhere. As they're just together trying to find something. Still 4v4. Liquid with their gold lead. Playing up with their advantage. Again, another nom. In onto Licorice. Going to try and make it happen. Sneaky needs to let the feathers rip, but he can't quite get it. Sven now going to try and get away. Sneaky finally ults, getting away from a binding. That could be enough to disengage, but now Baron's a threat.
Oh, binding was used previously, and that would have been another combo there. Now,
well, ulti is ready for Licorice. They might just go for this.
they have to keep Xmithy out of the pin. They can't let him get in.
Smoothie actually goes for a try to pin him with his life. Xmithy! Oh my god! Steals the Barons and the hope from Cloud9. Doublelift isn't even gonna die. Sneaky falls instead. Xmithy finally dies. But it's just not gonna matter. Pobelter is here. The damage is more than done by Team Liquid. Svenskeren gonna buy some time with the passive, but my goodness.
That was huge. The black shield from Olleh stopping the engage there, stopping the Smoothie ultimate. And Xmithy flashed in. He suppressed Svenskeren, so Svenskeren cannot smite. When you're suppressed, you cannot do anything. Watch here. The black shield will come out. Boom, goes, flashes, suppresses Svenskeren. He cannot smite in that state. It gets down to 500, and he picks it up. That is a steal, if I have ever seen one.
Huge heads-up play there for Xmithy. And then the rest of the team fight's just like lost. There's nothing you can do from this point, really. TL too far ahead. Too many good chasing tools, and they just nabbed, I think 2, maybe even 3 kills almost on the Cloud9.
It's still so hard to do. Olleh has been on top of that. And even TL has just been going for engages right here.
Yep, looking for it again. Why not? Svenskeren forced to get out, but he gets rooted up. The elastic slingshot goes unstoppable. He gets popped in the bloblets.
You have to TP if you want to save him.
No point at all. TL make the good play. Doublelift gets a kill into Svenskeren, and they're back straight to the Elder Dragon.
Yep, so that's
proactive again. Looking for the pick on a Sneaky. Ult for that damage is insane. Finally gets his way out of there. Smoothie dashes back barely.
Oh, the shots.
Oh, got a block. Licorice.
What?
No!
What?
It curled around. Not enough far forward. Maybe the splash killed him, but that is a heartbreaker. Smoothie gets sniped by Doublelift.
Man, is that William or is that Angelina Jolie? What is going on?
Doublelift looking flashy regardless of who. Sneaky again eating damage. Doublelift is a monster on this Jhin. Especially with the Elder Dragon helping out. Pobelter as well. Maybe might have 2 deaths in the column and only 5 assists, but my goodness is he doing damage. Cloud9, 4v5 trying to defend. Team Liquid want to end it now.
Yeah, TL want to put themselves in a position to get third or fourth here.
Memes aside, Team Liquid will be happy to take a win here. Cloud9 trying to defend, but Nexus Turret 1 has fallen. A suppress in. Again, Team Liquid starting the fight before Cloud9 can even think to react. Licorice dead for far too long. The Nexus Turrets will force Svenskeren. Fakes a potential slingshot in. TL play very safe and they'll take down the third in here, but it just doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Team Liquid have smothered Cloud9 in this game.
Here comes the open up. Finishing touches here.
Drapes look good. House looks in order. Feng Shui is all there. And oh my goodness, Smoothie almost sniped in one by double lift. He's back to the fountain fence. Garen unstoppable with no passive. Will fall to the onslaught of this Jhin. Sneaky burns the ult, but the Nexus is exposed. And Team Liquid will move forward here as they play for playoff seeding.
And they will be very happy with the form that they've been in. Their last 3 games, they have just been destroying their last 4 games in a row here. They are peaking at the right time.
Beautiful things about any sport, Irene. It does not matter how bad you have been doing. If you make it to the postseason, you can win it all.
And I'll also talk about the flip side of that. It does